5 copywriting tips to convert more visitors into customers. Few businesses fully recognize the power of good writing. A well-written sales script is very often the difference between a conversion rate of 10% and a conversion rate of 0.0001%. This is your opportunity to convince people to buy from you, to explain to them why your product or service matters, and to hold their attention. How do you do it? Here are 5 strategies that make a big difference. Be clear and to the point. Vantage Media uses innovative thought leadership and a collaborative attitude to push forward into new frontiers. We provide cloud-based solutions for small to medium businesses that want to see real change in their strategy and mindset. What's wrong with this opening? Simple. It doesn't tell the audience what they need to know. Specifically, what your business does and why they should care. Too often we get caught up trying to sound professional or show off and fill our content with jargon and nonsense. In the worst case scenarios, you can come away from a homepage none the wiser as to what the business is actually offering or what it does. Good sales copy and copywriting in general doesn't deal in flowery language, but rather communicates clearly what the business does. And it gets there quickly. Use storytelling. Storytelling is SEO for the human brain. We are hardwired to respond well to stories. They engage us and keep us reading, and they motivate, inspire, and influence us. If you want to make sure that people don't leave your sales pitch halfway through, then find ways to relate to it personally and use a narrative around it. Use split testing. A split test means creating 2 slightly different versions of your copy to see which one sells best. This way, you can test different headers, different opening lines, etc. This allows you to see what is actually working rather than be led by subjective opinions. Add social proof. Including stats, figures, and quotes can make a big difference to your sales. Not only does this back up what you're saying and give you much more credibility, but it also creates social influence. People think that this is now what everyone is doing. And when everyone is doing something, we always want to get involved right away. Find the value proposition. Most important of all is to find the value proposition. That means understanding what it is about your product that is going to drive sales. This should mean finding the emotional hook and getting your audience to imagine how their life could be better as a result of buying from you. You aren't selling a fitness book. You're selling an amazing, ripped body. You aren't selling an app that handles website design. You're selling a more beautiful, modern, and efficient website. You're selling the dream of a successful business. You need to understand this because it is ultimately emotion that drives us, not logic. So get your audience excited for the future you are offering. 5 easy upgrades you can offer customers to maximize your profits. Selling online can be a challenge, and this is something that many business owners must wrestle with on a regular basis. If you can convince people to buy from you online, then you can potentially drive a steady stream of sales that will be nearly entirely automated. This allows you to earn a passive income and make money while you sleep and relax. Or it can give you the funds you need to funnel back into your business and scale at an unprecedented rate. But this shouldn't be the end goal. Selling once is impressive, but selling twice or selling more is even better. What you may not realize is that getting someone to buy from you is the hard part. The biggest barrier is opening the wallet and entering the details. If you get your visitor to that point, then you've been highly successful. But then why stop there? It will now be considerably easier to convince your audience to take the next step and buy again, so make sure you don't miss that opportunity. Here's how you can do just that by offering upgrades and upsells. Premium Edition. One option is to offer a premium edition or a special edition. People love buying the most high-quality version of something, and they hate knowing that there is a more premium option available. Think about it. If you just convince someone to buy a product for $50, why wouldn't they pay an extra $10 to then upgrade that to the ultimate edition? This works great for physical products, but it can also be very effective with digital products. Your ebook could come with a more attractive cover, extra pages, and supplementary information, for example. Support. Offering support is a great way to add value, especially if your product is an app or software solution. Even for information products, though, offering some kind of direct access to the author or experts can be huge. How about membership of an exclusive group on Facebook, for example? Second copy. If your product benefits from multiple items, then this is a great and very simple way to upsell. Buy 1 for $20 or 2 for $30. It's a no-brainer. Even for digital products, this can work well if you have DRM. Just offer the second download as a gift. Subscription. Likewise, if your product is something that benefits from recurring orders or ongoing support, then you can also offer subscriptions. And if you already offer subscriptions, then how about selling a longer subscription for even more money? Money off the next product. Finally, one of the oldest tricks in the book is to offer money off the next purchase. This is great because it secures the next sale before you even have something to offer. It helps to build loyalty and trust with your audience and gives the buyer flexibility in how they redeem their offer. It's like a loyalty point system. 5 ways to boost sales using Instagram stories. Instagram is an extremely powerful tool for marketers and anyone selling a product. The key reason for this is that Instagram is one of the best options for selling the value proposition. The highly visual nature of Instagram makes it perfect for conveying not only information, but also feelings and emotions. You can, in short, use Instagram to make your products look and feel amazing. And this is key to success when it comes to selling. Instagram stories take this one step further by letting you speak with your audience in a more interactive manner. Here are some ways you can use stories to make more sales. Be sparing. The first tip for boosting sales using Instagram stories might come as a surprise. This is to be sparing with your use of them. The danger is that if you try to use stories too frequently and thus end up neutering some of their most powerful properties. Instagram stories have the huge benefit of being promoted specifically by Instagram. They are placed right at the top of the page when you load your home feed, and they even notify users when you post a new one. But that latter feature is only present if you don't post hundreds every 2 minutes. So wait until you really have something to say. Build rapport. Stories are fantastic for building a rapport with your audience and helping them to feel as though they know you and your business. This is huge, seeing as that familiarity builds trust. And when your audience trusts you, they are far more likely to buy from you. Run polls. A great way to generate content and to communicate with your audience with this in mind is to run polls. You can survey your audience, and this way they feel like they are engaging in conversation with you. That engagement translates to increased sales because they are paying your brand more attention. And it also means your audience will build that sense of recognition we discussed. Behind the veil. Stories are a great way to share information that you don't necessarily want to post to your wall. If you have a post that shows you getting up in the morning, for instance, or if you have a post that shows behind the scenes, this can ruin the visual language of your main feed. This is what makes stories so effective, as they are just a short-time insight for your most invested users. Use this as a way to show behind the scenes and let people gain some more understanding of your product, service, and values. Show the value. Finally, make sure that you are using your Instagram stories to really show the value of your product or service. What is it that your product or service offers? How will it benefit people and make their lives better than they were previously? By demonstrating the value, you can make sure that you build that emotion that leads to a sale. Add a link by swiping up, and you'll see your sales skyrocket.